everybody, welcome back. Oh my god, yes, this is happening. This is a new build video. Sorry for the disappearance. Last few months has been a little bit busy. The wife has had a baby, so yeah, things got a little bit crazy, but things are starting to calm down now. So I want to get back into gaming, back into streaming again as well. So I thought, why not started off with a build video of my original Magic DK, which I started, what, 2 years ago. This is not the original DK that I made, but I did create a new one, especially for all the new changes and racial passives and things like that. So there he is down there. Let's get into it. Rightio. Okay, now let's get into this. I'm not going to do a long-winded video, guys. I'm not going to go for like 35 minutes. I can't stand build videos that go for like longer than 15 minutes max. It's just going to run through the sets that I run, the skills, CP, and maybe some basic how I use the abilities. Okay, first set that I run is the Sunset. Believe it or not, yes, the old Sunset. This is what I used to run years ago, back on the original DK. And then the set obviously got left behind in the past and wasn't updated, so I moved on to Julianos on the Magic DK, which was a fantastic set as well. I find that the Sunset just seems to be pulling a little bit better numbers, so I'm going to be sticking with that. Obviously you want to be hunting down the better traits like Infused or Divines, but look, if you can't get them, just get the set. At least you know what it does. Then you can hunt down all the better sets, or just go onto the markets and try to find them yourself. Second set is another 5-piece of Spellweave, which is absolutely fantastic set. I love this set. Almost getting 600 spell damage for 8 seconds is crazy. Crazy good. If you can back it up with Molokina, it's even better. But this standalone is a fantastic set. Definitely give this one a crack. Jewelry, Burning Spellweave, 1 piece, Magic Recovery. 1 piece of the Sun, Magic Recovery, and another necklace, which is Magic Recovery, which you could have this glyphed out for spell damage, because spell damage is 2,000. I like to get spell damage around 3,000. This proc, this whole setup proc will be at 3,200 spell damage. If you wanted to get to like 3-4, which I really don't think you need to, anything around 3,000 is fine, then yes, you could change this for spell damage, but 1,500 recovery is perfect, is beautiful, right where you want it. 1 piece Molokina. This again is something that you can swap out. You can go to 2 rags or something like that if you wanted to do something like that. Because on this back bar here, I do have a 2 rags Inferno Staff, and then I have the Spellweave on the front there, so that's setting up the 5-piece for me. So the front bar is basically where I'm getting the buff from the Spellweave. Then I can move back. So for that good 8 seconds, I have that spell damage, like nearly 600 spell damage, and I can swap around as I please. Okay, moving on to the skills. Okie dokie, onto the skills on my front bar. What abilities have I got here? Let's have a look here. Okay, Draw Essence. This is amazing. This is a beautiful ability to restore your health. Good AoE damage, good burst damage there. This can save your life, and especially when you're taking down, 2 to 3 to 4 mobs at a time. This is amazing. Burning Embers, probably the best, well, my favorite ability as a DK. An instant heal, an overpowered heal. It's absolutely crazy. Perfect for saving your life in many situations. Plus a really good damage over time. Engulfing Flames. Affecting enemies take 10% additional damage from all flame attacks. This is a must. Hit your enemies with this. Everything's going to hit harder. This is a really good dot as well. Flames of Oblivion. Now, this is one ability where I have played with this on and off ever since they've made the changes to it. I still love this. This has a really good flat damage. It has Major Prophecy, Major Savagery. Now, you can get these passives other ways, which getting your spell critical ratings by, I think it's in your Mages Guild, I believe. Yeah. So you could use like Mage Light or Inner Light, whatever you like, but I don't even have all this maxed out. This is a new tune, so I don't have empowerment, anything like that. So for me, it would make no sense to actually use that. But I would use this anyway because you do get that extra damage, and it does show in the numbers. Lastly, Molten Whip. Now this is what I use for weaving in and out. Heavy light attack into Molten Whip. Perfect for weaving, and a massive damage as well. Firestorm, I still don't have that morphed, I don't believe, but I do use the Destro ulti. Backbar ulti, I use Standard Might. This is a must for any hard-hitting DPS. Ig weapons, give me Major Brutality. Obviously, gives this spell damage as well. Major Sorcery, you can get this other ways as well, which is, I think, Structured Entropy. Also gives you Major Sword, yes it does, but once again, I don't even have this ranked up, so for me it would make no sense unless I wanted the increased health. So this is perfect, but this is also for your whole group, so running this makes perfect sense for me. Force Pulse, this is probably the one ability, one skill on your whole back bar that you can swap out to whatever you want. If you want to put something else here, put it there. But for me personally, the way I play, it annoys me when I'm in a dungeon and we come across a boss that, you know, you're single targeting and you want to keep your distance or something like that. This is a really good opener, straight in, and can keep your distance as well, and as well as doing a lot of damage. Blockade of Fire, no brainer. AoE, a lot of damage, good dot. Cinderstorm, once again, no brainer. You want some good AoE ground damages. And then to finish off, Fire Ring, just to finish off mobs in a pack if you want to. You can swap that out if you don't want that, but that's fantastic. When mobs are low health, you just pop them with that. Alright, we're going to move on to CP. Okay, champion points. Let's have a look. What do we got? We have 90 in Magician, 73 Arcanist, and 24 in Health Recovery because my Health Recovery sucks balls. Let's move along, otherwise I wouldn't have any in Health Recovery. Elfborn, we have 52. Elemental Expert, we have 100. Spell Erosion 5. Look, you know, I mean, I've played around with this, having this and that, vice versa. Doesn't really change your numbers that much, so do what you like. 30 in Thermitage. Definitely have at least a minimum of 30 in here, I would suggest, because everything you're doing is damage over time, basically as a Magic DK. I have played around and put 100 in here. All it does is obviously ramps up the ticks damage. It doesn't actually, it doesn't show in your final numbers. So for me, getting upfront damage, which is basically Elemental Expert, worked a lot better for me. Spell Shield 20 in there, Resistant 10 in there. Hardy is probably your big bang. You want to have 65 to 70 at least in there. 60 Element Defender, and 12 in Light Armor. And 20 in Quick Recovery. So that is all your CP. Let's just... I think I forgot to tell you, race. I am a Dark Elf. Dark Elf I find to be the best for a Magic DK. Imperials are very good as well. People say High Elves are very good. I would prefer an Imperial over a High Elf, purely because I can waste all my points into one area and don't have to worry about stam or health or anything like that. They actually are very, very good. My original DK was an Imperial and pulled some wicked numbers, but this guy, just having that extra damage, does pull a little bit more than the original. Stats, here are the stats. I think I don't have my food buff on, so the food I'm using at the moment is obviously max health, max magic, so we'll just pump that up there. Go back over here, all into magic. We're running at 35,000, 17,000, and 10 recoveries at 1,500, which is perfect. Spell damage 2,000. I'll show you how that buffs up now. So, not bad stats. They can get better, obviously. I don't have good traits on certain armor, like my waist, my shoulders. I still need either Divines or Infused or something, just something a little bit different on those two. So the basic single target, I'd just wind up, I'd buff up here, proc that off, wind up, and get it. Oh, he's just going to destroy this for me. Thank you very much. So let's go. Thanks, mate. Just move on to another one. Is he? Right. Stay there, man. Alright. So winding up. Then I get my ground AoEs down straight away, wrap it around, planes, one whip, and it's down pretty quick. So it will pump out a lot of damage real fast, but this sort of setup, it really excels with more than 2 enemies in front of you. It really, really excels with the more mobs, the better, I find. So if you just get a few mobs here, even with just Aura Essence, it's good enough. Alright, we'll just see if we can get a bit more a clearer fight or something. Here we go. If I just swap there, actually, we'll see the spell damage pops up as 3-1. The same as all you guys. So it does get up there. You could get that up to 3-2. Well, actually more than that. It's about 3.5, 3.5, I'd say. But yeah, really unnecessary. 3,000 is quite enough with this sort of video. Okay, so that's pretty much my Magic DK and how I run it and how I play it. I'm finding that these two sets together are just gelling really, really well. Like I said before, there are a lot of things that you can change. You can even swap out Sunset for like Julianus or something like that, but I do find the Suns is a lot better at the moment than the Julianus together with Spellweave. The only other thing too is the traits. Just get some better traits. I'm still hunting down 2 traits here. That'll increase my stats once again. And also you can change all this to gold, which is obviously going to increase your stats again. One more thing is probably that I am running a poison. This is unnecessary. I've only got these on because they were in my inventory and I wanted to just waste them. So if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to see more build videos, please hit that like button. Make sure you comment this in the comment section below if there's any questions at all, or if you guys want to see more gameplay with the Magic DK, or if you want to see my PvP setup. Please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.